Love him or hate him, but one thing is sure, without Conor McGregor, the UFC or MMA wouldn't be this big. And in today's video, I prepared 10 crazy facts about him you probably did not know. Fact number 1. From warfare to worldwide superstardom. Before Conor McGregor became one of the biggest names in combat sports, his life looked completely different. He worked as a plumbing apprentice in Dublin, but quickly realized that that wasn't the life he wanted. Instead, he decided to chase his dream of becoming a professional MMA fighter. That decision came with a huge risk. McGregor quit his job and began relying on island social welfare, reportedly receiving around $188 a week, and many people thought he was making the biggest mistake of his life. But Conor believed that one day he would become a world champion, which at that time sounded absolutely crazy, but years later he proved everyone wrong. Fact number 2. Conor's insane weight cuts. When Conor joined the UFC, he was competing at featherweight, where he had to cut an unbelievable amount of weight before every fight. And pictures from his weigh-ins often showed him looking extremely dehydrated, with fans joking that he looked more like a zombie than a fighter. Despite those brutal weight cuts, McGregor never missed weight in the UFC and remained undefeated as a featherweight inside the promotion before moving up. Fact number 3. His insane 4-second knockout. Long before the UFC even know who Conor McGregor was, he was already making headlines in Ireland. So in his 9th professional MMA fight, McGregor knocked out Paddy Doherty in only 4 seconds. The fight barely started before his famous left hand landed and it was all over. And this devastating shot would later become one of the most feared weapons in MMA history. Fact number 4. The fastest UFC title fight finish ever. On December 12, 2015, Conor McGregor faced longtime featherweight champion Jose Aldo. The rivalry had been building for months and many expected a 5-round war. Instead, McGregor landed one perfectly timed left hand just 13 seconds into the fight. Aldo was unconscious before most fans had even settled into their seats. Till this day, it remains the fastest finish in UFC title fight history. Fact number 5. The first double champion. Just 1 year later, McGregor made history once again. At UFC 205, he defeated Eddie Alvarez by TKO, becoming the first fighter in UFC history to hold belts in 2 different weight classes. Since then, other fighters have become double champions, but Conor will always be remembered as the first to accomplish it. Fact number 6. UFC president Dana White has repeatedly praised Conor McGregor for one thing. According to Dana, Conor almost never turned down a fight that was offered to him. Whether it was short notice, a title fight, or a dangerous opponent, McGregor always wanted to compete. And the only time he has pulled out was against Michael Chandler when he had injured his toe. Fact number 7. A business empire outside the cage. Conor didn't stop making money once the fights were over. Over the years, he built one of the biggest business empires in combat sports. His whiskey brand Proper No. 12 became a worldwide success, and he later sold his ownership stake as part of a massive multi-million-dollar deal. Nowadays, he's also invested in BKFC, has a clothing brand in August McGregor, created the McGregor Fast Fitness program, and expanded into several other business ventures. Today McGregor earns far more money outside the octagon and only competes for the love of the game. Fact number 8. McGregor as a Hollywood star. Most fans know McGregor as a fighter, but only a few know that he received multiple movie offers long before he actually appeared on the big screen. But during his long layoff, he finally accepted a role in the Roadhouse movie alongside Jake Gyllenhaal. The movie introduced McGregor to an entirely new audience and showed that his charisma extends beyond fighting. Whether he will continue acting remains to be seen, but his acting debut definitely got people talking. Fact number 9. The side most people don't see. Because of all the controversy surrounding McGregor, many fans overlook the honorable work he has done. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, he donated protective equipment, supported hospitals throughout Ireland, and after his fight with Dustin Poirier, McGregor also donated $500,000 to Dustin's charity. He has also financially supported the local football club where he played as a child. While these moments don't generate as much headlines as his controversies, they remain an important part of his story. Fact number 10. He changed the UFC forever. Whether you love or hate him, one thing is undeniable. Conor McGregor is one of the reasons the UFC is as big as it is today. His confidence, trash talk, highlight reel knockouts and superstar personality helped the sport to reach a completely new level. He almost has every record for pay-per-views in the promotion's history and introduced millions of fans to the sport. Even years after his last victory, everyone still talks about his comeback. And very few athletes have had this kind of impact on their sport. And that is why Conor McGregor will always be remembered as one of the biggest stars MMA has ever seen.